I've not done this for quite a while, so I've had to write it all down, otherwise I forget. Living with a United mad auntie in Chorlton in the late 60s, I was lucky to be taken, or fortunate to be taken to Old Trafford on several occasions, and in the process witnessed some of the greatest footballers that this city's ever seen. And this first poem is a tribute to three of those players. It's called A Toast to the Trinity. At a table of dreams where legends convene, three giants of football, immortal, serene. George Best with flair like a brushstroke divine, Bobby Charlton, the heartbeat, steadfast and fine. Dennis Law, a predator, sharp and supreme. Together they dine, the stars of a team. The candlelight flickers a soft golden hue, reflecting the glories each warrior once knew. The league was their stage, the cups their delight, the goals they amassed, a feast for the night. Over 600 strikes in the annals of war, each net ripple tells of the battles they bore. George Best sips his wine, his grand devilish wide, recalling his dribbles defenders cast aside. The game was my canvas, I painted it free, a rebel, a maestro, they'll never cage me. Bobby nods gently, his manner still pure. We play for the badge, for the people, for sure. A World Cup I lifted, but I'd give it away for one more Stretford roar on a crisp Saturday. And Dennis, the lawman, his gaze sharp as steel, laughs at the memories that still make him feel. Goals were my currency, my trade on the pitch, but glory was shared, no individual itch. We were a unit, a family, a creed, born to fight, to rise, to lead. Their laughter fills the echoes, the room seems alive, the spirit of Old Trafford forever survives. Statues may stand cold bronze in the rain, but here at this table their warmth will remain. A trinity eternal, their stories endure, in the hearts of the faithful, their legacy pure. So raise a toast to these legends of old, to their courage, their brilliance, their hearts made of gold. Thank you. I was born in 1958, so it's a year that resonates with all true football fans. And I wrote this tribute some time ago, but I've never actually done it. So today feels like the right place and the right time. This is called Ghosts That Whisper in the Breeze. The engines roared, the snow fell white. Though winter's grip, they took their flight. A team of promise young and bold, with dreams of glory yet untold. But fate was cruel, the sky grew black. The third attempt, no turning back. A final breath, a shuddered call, then silence as they met their fall. The twisted steel, the frozen ground, the echoes lost no cheering sound. Red shirts that once danced with skill and speed, now ghosts that whisper in the breeze. Though Munich wept that frozen day, their spirits rise in red array. In every chant, in every cheer, their memory lives year by year. While time moves on, yet still they stand as legends woven through this land. The Busby babes forever bright, a flame that burns through endless nights. Thank you. I moved to Stockport to live with my mum, but I still went to secondary school in Manchester. I spent most of my teenage years and my early 20s in and around the city. My latest book, The Transit Mancunian, is a collection of poems about the pull that I still feel for the city where I was born. And this is called Old Manchester Smiling Through. In Manchester's ever-changing face, where memories drift through time and space, the echoes of the past remain in every street, in every lane. Bellevue's laughter, a distant hum, the electric circus, rhythmic drum, the Mayflower Club, where music played in smoky rooms where dreams were made. The Free Trade Hall, its grandeur tall, where history whispered through its walls. The GMX vibrant, filled with life, the haciendas, pulsing nights. International 1 and 2, where bands and fans and numbers grew, yet something stand the test of time, unchanged, revered, almost sublime. The Britain's protection steadfast old, the old nag's head its stories told, The Ritz, the Apollo, grand and bright, still shining in the city's light. Oxford Road and Deansgate 2, Piccadilly Station's bustling view. Through changing times, one thing we see, old Manchester smiling tenderly. The cityscape may shift and grow, but in its heart we always know that in the midst of all that's new, a piece of old Manchester is smiling through. I'm assuming that many of you in here have spent some time drinking in the city centre. This next poem was inspired by a sign that was on the bar regarding the rules and regulations of being allowed to drink in the old Nag's Head. And you can blame Sean, the landlord, for the bad language, because it was at the sign. At the old Nag's Head in Manchester's heart, we've mastered the true pub-keeping art. With ales on tap and laughter loud, it's a haven for a merry crowd. We welcome folks of every kind with open arms and open mind. No need to worry about your creed, your faith, your love or fashion speed. We don't care if you're big or small, or if you're short or 10 feet tall. We don't mind if you're he or she, or something in between the three. It's not your colour or your race, or how you style your hair or face, your abilities we won't malign. We'll judge you by one sacred line. Are you a twat? That's the test. A simple question, nothing complex. If you're not, then come inside, where friendship and good cheer abide. But if you're rude, a jerk, or even mean, we'll show you out, make quite a scene. So if you don't want to be left outside, don't be a twat. It's a simple guide. Thanks, Sean. I've written and published several football books, including a series of non-league books. And this is my ode to non-league football. Some of it's out of date now, but I'm going to do it anyway. Oh, the glory of non-league play where football's played the proper way. No diving divas or corporate glee, just heart and soul at an affordable fee. Ramshackle stadiums, a single small stand, with loyal supporters, pint in hand. Dogs on leads, tails wagging with pride, their owners question every decision from the side. The pitches are bumpy, the grass is sparse, you'll often see a referee fall on their arse. The lines are uneven, goals slightly bent, but who needs precision when passion's the intent? The players, they care, they sweat, they toil, for the love of the badge and the local soil. They smile and they wave and they know your name. No millionaire tantrums, they just get on with the game. There's rivalry, sure, but friendly at heart. Banter between fans keeps the spirit smart. No scoreboards flashing, no VAR delays, just a ref with a whistle and pure on his plays. Winter nights, oh yeah, they freeze to the core. Wrapped up in scarves we endure and adore. Floodlights flicker as breath clouds rise. This is football, stripped of disguise. And after the game, grab a beer and a chat, discuss that great tackle or the winger who's fat. No velvet ropes or VIP queues, just camaraderie and post-match brews. Your money supports the heart of the game, not a corporate giant, just pride and a name. No Sky Sports glitz, no billionaires win, just freezing fingers and Bovril full to the brim. Nothing is better, non-league fans agree. It's real football, unlike the Premier League. So here's to the magic of non-league's embrace, a wonderful, proper football in place. This is, apologies to the ladies in the room, this is something I wrote from my own experience. It's about a week old, also a week late. This is called Valentine's Day. Roses are red, violets are blue. Can't see you today, love, the lads are a crew. It's a day when a man shows just where his love lies. And to be honest, you can't really beat Cresty Butterflies. We've been going out now for quite a few years, so you know how it is with the footy and beers. The lads mean as much to me now as when I was a kid, although they've broken my heart more than any girl did. So you'll understand, for once you're a very close second, as to the middle of Cheshire is where I've been beckoned. I can't even promise that I'll be back before morn, as there'll be drink to be had, whether we've won, lost or drawn. And if I'm not home in time, will you record match of the day? And the Football League highlights, if that's okay. And we can watch them on Sunday whilst cuddled up tight. And I promise, whilst they're on, I won't leave your side. And I might even stretch to making you a brew. And maybe next year we can do roses are red, violets are blue. Sorry, ladies. I showed that to my wife when I wrote it, and it didn't go down well. I still went to crew now. I'm just going to get serious for a minute. So July this year is 22 years since my brother John took his whole life. And, while things have improved with regard to help and support, there's still a hell of a lot that needs doing out there, especially where men's mental health is concerned. I wrote this on one of the anniversaries of his death, and it's been used quite a bit by awareness groups, so I'm quite proud of that. This is called That Thing. Another year has passed by our kid, another long year since that thing you did. That thing that you believed was your only choice, too late for us to finally hear your voice. That thing that took away the pain inside, the pain that you managed for years to hide. That thing you chose to be your final say, a choice that still hurts every single day. You weren't the first and unfortunately not the last. If only we'd known or even asked how you were, given you a voice. That thing may not have been your final choice. That thing is still hard for most of us to say. That thing has a stigma that just won't go away. But to help others like you, we need to shout it out wide. That thing has a name. That thing is called suicide. Thank you. We've all got people around that do this. This next one is dedicated to all those that are no longer available for selection on match day. This is called At the Match. I set off at the usual time, with steps rehearsed, the ritual rhyme. I park the car where I always do, but the emptiness lingers sharp and true. I walk to the ground, a familiar path, chat to friends, exchange a laugh. Old faces are new, their spirits bright, yet shadows fall in the fading light. A drink, a bite, the pre-game cheer, the hum of hope is loud, sincere. I find my seat, my sacred place, but I feel the void of your absent grace. The whistle blows, the game's began, the crowd erupts to roaring plans, goals and tackles, joy and despair, but my heart senses sadness in the air. Win, lose or draw, what does it mean when you're not here to watch our team? Nothing will ever feel the same without your presence at the game. Beside me, the seat sits cold and bare, a reminder that you're not sitting there. But as the chants rise, fierce and true, I remember all those days at the match with you. Back to Big Phil now. This last one, you'll be pleased to know. This is by way of an introduction to visitors to our region. This is called You're Not From Round Here, Are You? So, the first time you mooch around Manchester, you'll notice quite a change. You'll hear that folk talk differently. You might even think it's strange. You will also notice that people are friendly and will always say, all right, when meeting a total stranger, whether morning, noon or night. But Manx don't suffer fools or moaners, especially those in tears. They get told to stop the striking because everyone's dead hard up here. You see, we can't be arsed with neither, or people in a strop. They get told to give their head a wobble. In other words, just stop. But if you're all sorted, not on the cadge or even snide, you'll be readily accepted and soon have a busy mate stood by your side. You'll be seen as mint, not hanging, but welcoming everyone's gaff. And you'll soon be saying stuff like, here I are, kid, and I'm buzzing for a laugh. You'll always be gagging for a brew, chewing chuddy and feeling sound, wearing smart new kecks and a chufty badge while bouncing round in town. Having a proper laugh out on the lash, a few scoops causes no one harm, especially when it's all soaked up with a nice kebab or even a chip balm. But just a word of warning, if you peck someone's head or even fall foul a dibble, you best stop chatting beyond your toes and peg it down the ginnel. In Manchester, you'll often get called cop. It's not meant to cause offence, it's a local term of endearment, so don't get a cob on or too intense. There are a few words and phrases new to you that will often get thrown about, mardy, soz and bobbins, and you don't get out for now. You may get offered a butty for tea or dinner, or scran to go on your plate, and I swear down, you'll definitely get tired of hearing, you're not from round here, are you, mate? Thank you. All my books, they're on Amazon. I've got a few copies of my poetry books with me if anybody would like to buy one. They're cheaper than they are on Amazon. I take card or cash, and I've even got carrier bags if it's raining. Okay, thank you very much for having me.